Happy Trooper here with another prop build. In this episode, we'll build Princess Leia's blaster. Even though she is part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor, you have to admit, she has a cool gun. She also looks pretty good in a slave outfit. Aw yeah. This blaster will make a fine addition to your Star Wars weapons collection. It can also be used to accessorize your cosplay outfit, or perhaps you are looking for a gift to give to that special Star Wars lady in your life. Nothing says I love you like a Defender sporting blaster pistol. All of the parts and materials used in this video can be found in the description below.
For the actual blaster, I used Ruby's Princess Leia costume blaster. It can be found online for about $12 to $15. There is a link in the description field below to purchase yours on Amazon.com. To get started, you'll need some 200 grit sandpaper to sand off the lettering molded into the plastic. Next, we'll fill in the seams. I used Squadron modeling putty applied with a plastic artist's palette knife. To really thin it out and work it into the seams, I spread it with a cotton swab soaked in acetone nail polish remover. You can also use Bondo as your filler. There is a large gap at the rear of the blaster. I used epoxy putty to fill the void. After the filler is dried, sand with 400 grit wet dry sandpaper to get the dried putty smoothed out. You'll also want to gently sand the entire blaster with the 400 grit sandpaper to remove the sheen from the plastic. This will help you get better paint adhesion. Sanding sticks are helpful in hard to reach areas. For really tiny areas, toothpicks will remove excess filler. If you need to grind down the epoxy putty on the rear of the blaster, try some 200 grit sandpaper. After sanding, remove any debris from the blaster with a damp lint-free cloth. In a well-ventilated area, spray the blaster with your choice of primer spray paint. I'm a fan of Krylon paints. Spray in a back-and-forth motion using the recommended distance. Keep that can moving to prevent puddles, runs, and drips. Prior to laying the color coat, lightly sand with fine grit sandpaper, around 800 to 1000 grit. For the color coat, we'll use Krylon black in a satin finish. Prior to spraying, I heated up the spray paint by soaking the can in a bowl of warm tap water. Try to submerge the can by about 3 inches. This will give the paint better flow and also help prevent clumping and orange peel. Just like our primer coat, keep that can moving back and forth to avoid pools. I sprayed 2 coats, waiting 24 hours in between coats. If there are any hard to reach areas on the blaster that the spray can can't hit, don't risk trying to spray it. Use some black acrylic paint and lightly brush on. After the second coat has dried for 24 hours, apply your choice of gloss to give the blaster some tonal variation. For my gloss, I used Pledge Future Floor Wax. It is available in most stores. It is an acrylic floor wax that will provide some extra protection and a nice shine. You can simply brush it on. If you make a mistake, it comes off very easily with Windex. I applied Future on the grip, trigger, focusing coils, and muzzle. You can apply it anywhere you like.